Let's talk.
Good afternoon, Lagos, Nigeria, world over, wherever you are. Welcome to Hard Facts here on Nigeria Info 99.3. Back to back, the biggest conversations non-stop here. That's why I like Nigeria Info, because it's quite addictive, don't you agree? Because the conversations, they have a way of sucking you in. They just enter you, and instead you'll be arguing with people around you. Welcome to Hard Facts here on Nigeria Info 99.3. For those who weren't with us yesterday, I did say that Maryann is on vacation currently, and so she would not be around for a couple of weeks. So I will be here to make sure that we drive that conversation just the way you want it. Okay, right. Now, let me give you the outlook of what the show is going to be like. We're going to start with the big three as usual. And my guess is as good as yours. Yours is as good as mine, because the stories that are trending, you've already been talking about them all day long. It's just that we have fresh angles to those stories. All right? So stick around for that one. When we're done at 4 o'clock, we have Community U report for you. Yesterday, we couldn't do traffic. What's that one called now? Checkpoint. We couldn't do checkpoint yesterday. But today we're going to do Community U report today. Right. And at 5 o'clock, I will be having Yahuza Getso on the show. He's an intelligence and security expert. We'll be talking about, in fact, he presented a paper, or is it supposed to present it tomorrow? Well, he was at the ECOWAS earlier today, so he will be joining us virtually all the way from Abuja to talk about this Nigeria security problem, Trump's invasion threats, how the Nigerian government has been responding to it, and what it means for the country in general. That will be our conversation at 5 o'clock. So that's the plan here on Hard Facts, Nigeria Info 99.3. Be sure to track every conversation on Facebook, on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3 is how you can be a part of it. That's right, Nigeria Info 99.3 on Facebook. Ditto YouTube. Just search for us. Like our page on Facebook. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube so you get notification. You get notified anytime we are live. You can also follow us on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos. On Twitter, that is X, it's Nigeria Info FM. On Threads, Nigeria Info FM. On TikTok, it's Nigeria Info FM. We are for you. Any platform you belong, we are there. So let's get started. The big three up next.
This is the Big Three.
The Big Three on Hard Facts
on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Come along with me, Lagos. If you like to jumpstart the conversation by dropping your thoughts concerning the big three today, I'm just going to highlight the big three for you so that you can jumpstart. You can send me messages as quickly as possible. Our first story is about Nnamdi Kanu, that the court has given 24 hours to finally decide. To finally decide, because I don't know what the judge must have seen, but Justice Natasha is saying, look, you have 24 hours. I need your final decision on whether you're going to represent yourself or you're going to have lawyers represent you. That is our first story. Our second story is the one that you're familiar with, because that story has evolved. China has jumped into the ring, and they have told the United States government interference in Nigeria's domestic affairs will not be tolerated. What say you on this one? And our last story is what you just finished having with Joyce Oyemwa on the Stony side. Is about Senator Natasha, the Nigeria Immigration Service, the passport drama. That is our third story. So if you want to jumpstart, send me your messages on WhatsApp, 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. That is 0809 597 5805 on WhatsApp. Or just drop your comment on our live stream on Facebook and on YouTube. Let's begin. Nnamdi Kanu situation. So earlier today, Judge James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja, he maybe he felt he needed to give Nnamdi Kanu, that chance to properly have a rethink on what he's doing So he said he would give him 24 hours to open his defense in his terrorism trial, or the case will move on. Because let me tell you why. Judge Natasha has adjourned that hearing till tomorrow, Wednesday, for Nnamdi Kanu to make his position known. And he reiterated his previous advice to Nnamdi Kanu to consult lawyers that know about criminal laws so as to help him in his defense, or, yeah, it's tiring actually. So the judge, looking at all of this, rescheduled the hearing to tomorrow after Mr. Kanu held his ground that the terrorism charges against him were illegal. He said there was nothing in the Nigerian Constitution that said he must be tried because the Constitution Terrorism Act of Nigerian law has been repealed. So there was no valid charge against him. Today's hearing is the latest, and in fact, the seventh episode in the back and forth that has played out inside the courtroom over Nnamdi Kanu's defense in the last few weeks. So this necessitated the judge to severally reschedule proceedings, for Nnamdi Kanu to present his defense. Now, let me give you a summary. This case has been on since 2015. It was interrupted for about 3 years or so because Kanu disappeared. Remember that time that soldiers attacked his country home? So he disappeared. That was about 3 years ago. Yeah. It was in 2017 or so. He disappeared. No, not 3 years ago, actually. He disappeared for about 3 years. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, the prosecution closed their case in June this year after Nnamdi Kanu filed a no-case submission. This no-case submission was dismissed, by the way, by the court. Now, following this ruling, he now filed another motion that he personally signed last month. He listed serving and retired public officers alongside unnamed individuals, let's put it that way, as proposed defense witnesses. Remember that popular Sanwo-Olu, Wike, all of those. He said he planned to call 23 witnesses. He divided into ordinary and material witnesses and vital and compellable ones. He said he planned to summon them under Section 232 of the Evidence Act of 2011. He also asked for 90 days to conclude his defense. These were everything that he asked for. Are you with me? At the hearing on October 23, this hearing scheduled for him to open his defense, Nnamdi Kanu announced the disengagement of his legal team, led by former Attorney General of the Federation, Kanu Agabi. He is a senior advocate, by the way, San. He told the court he would defend himself, and the judge had to adjourn the case until the following day. This was on the 23rd. When the matter resumed the following day, October 24th, he said he could not proceed with his defense because he had yet to retrieve his case file from the lawyers he just sacked. The judge looked at him again and said, okay, all right, we'll do this on Monday. So the judge adjourned the matter to the next Monday. That's October 27th. At the rescheduled hearing on October 27th, Nnamdi Kanu said he had reviewed the prosecution's case and found it, quote, not worth defending, end quote. Not worth defending. He told the court that there was no extant law in Nigeria upon which the prosecution can predicate their charges. He said he would not enter any defense whatsoever, because according to him, the charge does not exist under any Nigerian law. So the judge listened to him. The judge then directed him to file a written address to what he is saying now. He should write it down and serve it on the prosecution. I mean, why are you telling me? Serve it on the prosecution now. Me, I'm just here to judge, Abi. The judge also advised him to consult lawyers that know, that understand law, especially this type of case, so that he would know the implication of what he is saying. He would know the implication of his decision. Judge Natasha then fixed today. No, he fixed today, tomorrow, and Thursday for further hearing. That is what it. So the case resumed today. So at the resumed hearing today now, the lawyer to the federal government, Adeboyega Awomolo, is also a senior advocate, of course. He now drew the attention of the court to some documents served on him by Mr. Kanu. You know, the judge has said Kanu should serve the prosecution, Abi. He too wrote a letter and served the prosecution. The prosecution looked at the letter and the prosecution said, listen to what they said, though. The prosecution told the court that the documents that Kanu served them are worthless and have no probative value because they were not signed. They were not endorsed by the court. The question is, does Kanu know what he is doing? Does he? Is he going to help his case or jeopardize his case? Let's move on. We're almost done with this story. So it was time for Mr. Kanu, and he announced his own appearance by himself. And he told the court that he would not go back to detention unless the charges against him are clearly shown to him. Nnamdi Kanu maintained that his detention at the facility of the SSS was illegal and unlawful because, according to him, there was no known law he had breached. He even attacked the court. He accused the court of violating the Supreme Court judgment that condemned his extraordinary rendition from Kenya. Then he demanded that the judge must immediately discharge him. So he was then reminded that the Supreme Court that you mentioned even said that this case must be started afresh. That is why he is here. So he was told that. He now said that, okay, then that terrorism charge against him was incompetent, invalid, and illegal. He cited Section 3612 of the Constitution. Nnamdi Kanu said there was no written law on terrorism offenses in Nigeria. No written law whatsoever on terrorism offenses in Nigeria. So, if we don't have any law as regards terrorism, any law that addresses terrorism, then there was nothing for him to defend. He said, and I quote, "In Nigeria today, the Constitution is the supreme law. There is no provision for terrorism offense in the Constitution. There is no valid charge against me. I will not go back to any detention today. Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act has been repealed. I cannot put in defense under a repealed law. I will not do that. Tell any lawyer to show me the valid charge. I appeal to you to please take judicial notice of the repeal of the terrorism law. I am not ready to go back to detention today unless I am shown the valid charge against me. I cannot be tried under a law that has been repealed, a law that is not written in our Constitution. Prosecuting me under a repealed law is a violation of my fundamental right." End quote. Now, after much persuasion and his insistence not to defend the charge, Judge Natasha now adjourned the hearing till tomorrow for him to either enter his defense or waive his right to defend himself. I know. I needed to explain this story. I needed to tell it as a story so that you'd understand what played out in court today. It's a very important court case that I know that quite a number of people are passionate about. So we're going to talk about this very briefly, because our first break is almost here. When we return from the break, Then we'll now talk about China entering the ring alongside Nigeria and America. Shall we begin? 0809 597 5805 for my diaspora callers. That is the number you can call. If you are outside the shores of the country, feel free to call that number. Now, if you're a lawyer, I appeal to you, massively appeal to you for your contribution. Nnamdi Kanu's argument, is it valid? That is the only question I want to ask lawyers. His argument, is it valid? And what say you? 0201 277 0993. It's a male only line. The female only line, no guy should call this number now. No guy. The number is 0201 465 7190 for the female callers only. As 0201 465 7190 for the female callers. If you're calling me, please turn off your radio and you've got 60 seconds to share your thoughts with me if you're calling me. All right, please turn off your radio. It's very, very important that you do that. Thank you for understanding. Okay, you know what? I can't take calls. I can't take calls because I've looked at the time. I think it's better for me to jump on messages right now. Let's jump on messages, then we'll come back, probably take a few calls before we now go to our second story for the day. So let's take this one from Henry in Shagamu. Is this Shagumu or Shagamu? Okay, here is Shagumu here. I just want to be sure. So Henry says the U.S. president's remark on Nigeria insecurity has exposed our main enemy, that's China. The rumor about China fueling insecurity enable their illegal mining has just been confirmed indirectly by themselves as one of the powerful nations, while haven't they spoken against the killings in Nigeria. It is very sad. That is Henry's thoughts on this conversation. Let's go to break, Lagos. We'll be right back.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This November, the Battle of Voices returns. Lagos's brightest secondary schools step into the arena. Each one daring to say, I beg to differ. On November 10th, the season 9 of the I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament begins. Passion, logic, and wit will collide, but only one school will claim the crown. I Beg to Differ Season 9, not just a debate. It's a war of words. Who will rise? Who will fall? Who will be champion? November 10th, 2025. Lagos's voices. Lagos's future. Nigeria's best of the best. The best. For sponsorship inquiries, email info@nigeriainfo.fm. That is info@nigeriainfo.fm. I Beg to Differ. The Tournament of Champions.
Are you finding it difficult listening to your favorite talk radio Nigeria Info via the mobile app? Come closer. Let me fix that for you. Now launch the app on your device. Click the 3 lines on the top left corner of the app. Look for settings in the drop-down menu and click on it. Turn on the first option that you see. Make sure you turn on the option that says always use highest quality available audio. Now that you have done that, close the app and relaunch it. Voila! I did it! Oh, sorry, you did it. Now you can enjoy your radio anywhere, anytime. Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
We talk about the big stories and more.
Nigeria's newly appointed service chiefs have officially assumed duty, promising fresh strategies.
It's not just a proposal. What about enforcement?
Our judiciary has made a laughing mock center.
So why these people will leave the main problem and look for the one that is not important?
I've rendered homeless now, they can just go to places. Is that what the government is saying?
A system that has become so corrupt that men have sold their souls for bread.
Proposes 6 new states. I thank the nation for not using the word approve.
How will that people feel? And how will they think? How will they want to see this country?
It's as if we are dead psychologically.
Because there is that propensity for officers to become political.
Everywhere you look in Nigerian football, we are failing spectacularly.
It's your station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is the Big Three.
The Big Three on Hard Facts
On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back to Hard Facts here on Nigeria Info 99.3. It's the Big Three. 3:28 is the time from our studios here. I'm Sheriff Quadry, and yes, we are just getting started. Should I wait for lawyers to guide us, or I should say something about this thing? I would love lawyers to say something. Really, I need lawyers to say something, especially the point that Kanu made about Nigeria not having any terrorism law currently right now, which I think is not true. But I don't know what his lawyer told him. I don't know who told him that. I really do not know. Yes, we replaced the terrorism law of 2011 and 2013. We replaced it with that of 2022. So I'm not sure what he was told. Maybe he actually desperately needs the services of lawyers. I don't know. I really don't know. But in the meantime, Lagos, let's continue with our conversation, okay? I'd like to get your thoughts on it. I'm going to take one or two messages and I'll come to telephone lines. Please turn off your radio if you're calling me. And you've got 60 seconds to share your thought with me, please. 60 seconds, that's how you got to share your thought with me on the stories that we've got for you today. I'm going to take this one from Tolu from Okaro. Tolu says, please, what really is Kanu's offense? If Igboho could be freed, I see Kanu's detention as political gimmicks. We can't trust the judiciary for anything. The Chinese are the real enemies of Nigeria, benefiting from the incompetence of our leaders. Tolu, thank you for sharing your thoughts. I've got another one here that says, is it true China spoke? China and US want to turn our country to battleground. Make una no jubilates about China speaking up. Now wahala me they see ahead. I don't talk my own. That's BDD. BD who dropped that. BD, thank you for sharing. I've got another one from Robert. Robert says, please tell the judge to leave Kanu Abi Nakalu alone now. He said he would defend himself. Why is he repeating it over and over? What is your own? What is your own? Are you going to tell the judge how to do his job? What's your own? Okay, so Noah from Igodo says, Noah says, whoever that is after Senator Natasha should allow the lady to rest. Nigerians are tired of this drama and movies. And the Nigerian immigration officials should be doing their constitutional work without any interference from the top directives. That's Noah who dropped that. Noah, thank you for sharing your thoughts. So I'm going to jump on this one, then we'll come to the telephone. Steve is in Janiki, and Steve says, I pity anyone thinking that the so-called Chinese support will help Nigeria. Maybe they want us to remain in the curse of rudderless leadership forever. We all know that things are not even near right in this space we call our country, including the issues of religious oppression, but we are just pretentious about it. Now, because the US government is raising eyebrows, whatever Trump and his people say or describe us, who will blame them? If we had strong men ourselves with true governance and be the giants we're supposed to be, will we be jittery about the US comment now? Steve, who dropped that? Steve, thank you for sharing thoughts. Well noted. Thank you. Let me jump on this, then we go to the telephone. Right, okay. It says the judge has done his best. If Kanu cannot do what the court has asked, the court should go ahead in judging him to a logical conclusion and reach decision taken against him. Either he be released or given given a sentence, Nnamdi Kanu is only making his case worse. He's showing ITK, that's I too know attitude, by refusing to allow any lawyer to defend him. It's unfortunate for Nnamdi Kanu. That's Godwin from Ibadan. Godwin, thank you for sharing. Let's go to the telephone now. I think I've taken enough messages. The backlog is quite huge. So I'm going to take this one now. Let's take some calls. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Let me remain anonymous, please.
That's fine.
Like that of Nnamdi Kanu case, I really want to, because I don't know, because I've been a uniform person that I am. I've checked. Is it that there's another thing behind this detention that they are detaining him for since 2022 or so, up till now, or they have been looking? Is there any other person in detention in this same case of terrorism charges? Because I know that there are a lot of terrorism people that have perpetrated more than what they are accusing him for. Because I don't really see, even if Supreme Court can, from Supreme Court, they don't transfer it to Appeal Court again. I don't know whether Appeal Court or which of the but I've checked. If there's a place in the Constitution that says he can defend himself, then so be it.
Okay.
He will not like to be there in detention. And that of Akpabio.
You don't think he's making a mistake by wanting to defend himself? You don't think so?
He does not supposed to. But since he has been there since years now, maybe he has tried so many lawyers that he has said, okay, if these lawyers are not, if they can't, he has been trying so many lawyers. They have got there. They cannot get any headway.
So it's him that can do it.
Maybe the man just choose to stay on his own.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for Thank you for your thought. You've got 60 seconds to share your thought. That's all you've got. Okay. Thank you for sharing. I really do appreciate your time. Okay. Thank you. Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Mark Yanakbaja.
You're welcome.
See, about Nnamdi Kanu, for me, it's a kind of we. So I don't want to discuss that matter because, yes, they want to jail him because they are punishing that guy for nothing. And that court, that is government tertiary court, I don't think he will win any case there. Then the only thing I want to say about China and US, please, we never invite China to Nigeria. We only complain to US because people call that why is it Donald Trump is measuring only Christian. The truth of the matter, I don't know if I can be corrected. Because if you look at all these churches, they have been shouting about the killing of Christians, killing, all the churches have been shouting. But I never see any Muslim cleric said, oh, they are killing Muslims. So it just be like, if you go to court, judge cannot judge matter is not before him. All the judge will judge the matter that before him.
So you're saying nothing concerns China, nothing concerns them.
We don't know because we not report to China. Now US that will report to not be China.
Okay.
We don't want China for Nigeria. Now US will complain to that the cleans Nigeria is too much. Make China hold on. Anytime we ready to call them,
May they not come now. No be their tongue now. May they not come now. May they just stay where they are.
Make China say that. Make you complete these people. Maybe you complete these people because this is the matter.
No, thank you for calling me. I think you've made your point. Let me take another call. Good afternoon to you. That call dropped. Do try and call me back if you can, okay? I'd like to see you. Let me take this one. Good afternoon.
No, Quadry.
You're calling the female line.
Oh,
sorry. Yes, you're calling the female line. Let me go to WhatsApp. Let's jump on the WhatsApp call. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Sheriff, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
This is Simon calling from Belgium.
Welcome, Simon.
Yeah, at times, the other time I say in Nigeria, we have 3 laws. One for the Hausas, one for the Igbos, and one for the Yoruba. You guys will say no. And go to the north. Terrorists now are their heroes. Their leaders, they negotiate with them. But go to the southeast. They are just killing people as if there's nothing. So tell me, I pity those that are thinking of one Nigeria. This law, why are they still holding this guy? What has he done? He has not killed anybody, and he was caught. He was kidnapped from Kenya, and expecting to get justice in Nigerian court. It's not possible, Sheriff. As an Igbo man, getting justice in Nigerian court is not possible. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. We're not wrong.
All right,
Have
thank
a
you.
good day.
Have a good
Bye.
one yourself. Thanks for calling me. Appreciate your time. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, please, we can hear you.
Okay, concerning the Nigerian matter.
Please turn off your radio before you go on. Turn it off completely.
Okay, I've done that.
All right, let's hear you.
Concerning the Nigerian matter, the America, the second man just spoke that we not call China. Yes, we did not call China because we don't understand China language. We call America because we can understand English. Even if we speak broken, we can understand ourselves.
Okay.
So please, China should stay where they are in their country.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you too for calling. Oh, thank you. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
You're gonna have to call me back, all right? Please just turn off your radio, okay? Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Saga Sherry.
Welcome.
Well done for the nice job you are doing.
Thank you.
Please, I want to talk about Kanu.
Okay.
This detention is too much. What has that man done? I'm Mrs. Nwafo anyway. Rose Nwafo from Olodia Papa. Let them release that man quickly. Let them release the innocent man after he did not do anything. They're just punishing him unnecessarily because he's an Igbo man. Honestly, did not do anything. They went to his hometown, country town, and maybe the father to die, even the mother. They destroy everything in his family. The man went out and they brought him here from Kenya. And since how many years now, the man has been in detention. What do you expect him to do? Let them release him, or he's very innocent. He's very unfair, to be candid. And pertaining to Natasha,
okay.
Akpabio is, I don't know what is wrong with Akpabio. Akpabio, what he's doing is very, very unfair. What has he seen in Natasha's life? Let him leave that woman alone to continue the job he's doing for his, is it consistency or what? God bless you, my brother.
Thank you too for calling me. Appreciate your time. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sherry.
Good afternoon.
Mrs. Oboli on the line.
Okay.
If Nnamdi Kanu says he wants to defend himself, they should allow him defend himself now. I understand the judge's angle. Probably they are looking at his incapability in defending himself. But if he insists on defending himself, I think he wields the right to do so. Like you said, maybe the lawyer should enlighten us if they call him. On Natasha's case, my question really is, does a sitting senator, because he's the head of the hallowed chamber, does he have or wield the right to say they should seize somebody's passport and deny her exit out of the country if she wants to jettison out for any reason? Because all I'm asking this question is, Senator Natasha is a senator. Akpabio too is a senator. So why would he solely wield the power, the gusto, to say he wants to restrict her movement because he feels that she paints us or she does not represent the country? As the country tell so person to help us tie her down. This is more or less like him wielding unscrupulous authority and might because he feels he has the whims and caprices to encroach on somebody's right. I find it totally appalling. He should be called to book. He should be checkmated because what he's doing is wrong. What sort of right or might does he think he possesses over another senator, over a sitting senator that is also representing her own constituents, which is the Kogi people? He should be checkmated. This anomaly has gone on for so long, and it should be caught and nipped in this instance. Period.
Thank you.
Not be one person whole madness. So.
Thank you for calling Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, please.
My name is sorry, I'd like to the case of
Boom. Okay, thanks for calling. I'm gonna stick to this line. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Sheriff.
Yes, please turn off your radio.
How you doing? Good afternoon.
Turn off your radio. Call me back. Good afternoon to you. That call has dropped. Let's take another one. Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Hello?
We can hear you. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Okay, you're gonna have to call me back. Okay, you obviously can't hear me, so try and call me back. Let me use the opportunity. Yes, I can see your calls, but just give me a sec. Let me take one or two comments that I've dropped. My dear brother, kindly tell China and America to stay away from Nigerian territory. Russia also should not bring NATO fights to Africa. It's just a game by Donald Trump to get Burkinabe president. Fighting terrorists in the northern part of Nigeria will be extended to the Republic of Niger and set their target on Traore in Burkinabe. Let America have a rethink about this game of war to keep Africa in abject poverty. That's Dele from Songo in Ogun State. Who dropped that, Dele? Thank you for sharing. I've got another one that says, I believe Kanu is only acting a script. A bird on a wire is dancing because he's listening to some beats. By the time Kanu is slammed with a sentence, if need be, the bird will stop dancing. Apabio should leave Natasha alone. The victimization is getting too much. Jonathan from Magboro. I think we should set a record straight. Who has the evidence that it was Akpabio that told the Nigerian Immigration Service to momentarily seize Natasha's passport? Because the way we just call names these days, it's almost as though we don't even know what we shouldn't say. This thing is an allegation. There is no, okay, so try and draw the connection for me. Let me see the connection that, okay, it was Akpabio because they met when Natasha was on her way to the airport. They now met on the airport road, and then they now do like this to themselves. I just need a connection. At least give me something. There is no evidence. There's nothing that says it was Senator Akpabio that told immigration to seize Senator Natasha's passport. There's nothing. Okay. I hope that's clear. Aderemi from Mushin says, I salute the courage and strategy of Nnamdi Kanu. Justice Omotosho will eventually jail Kanu over the alleged overwhelming allegation. Nnamdi Kanu will serve part of his term before possible political solution will be found to his case. China has financial commitment to Nigeria over loans granted to us, so they won't allow US to use religion to conquer us. That's Aderemi from Mushin who dissected that. Aderemi, thank you. Man, where am I going to push all these messages? Okay, let me take one more. China just placed a rare earth embargo on the US. Nigeria is rich in rare earth and lithium. US and Britain have been illegally and what's this? What's this English? Well, illegally taking our resources. I had to jump the English you put here. Taking our resources before China even came into the picture. Now it's a global power play going on in Nigeria. They both want what Nigeria has. We are like that beautiful bride that doesn't know how to use her beauty, but others outside want to use it. U.S. has been known to cause chaos anywhere they go with their rhetoric. So I welcome China's intervention. Intervention, Abby? Okay, now. Okay. What's the time? 3:46. Olushoga says the attempt to make Nigeria a one-state... Wait, just a sec. The attempt to make Nigeria a one-state is real. Causing crisis in the opposition through the most bullying and lobbying governors doesn't help the country. Hope tomorrow when another country intervenes on this, we won't complain. On the coming of Americans, people ruling us like a conquered people want us to rally around them because superior power want to come and conquer us. Conquer we and them. That's Olusegun Ajayi. Okay, let's go back to telephone now. Let's go back to telephone. Let's take one or two, then we'll come to. We come back.
Hello, Sheriff.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Maryann Okon from FaceTime.
Welcome.
Just want to talk about the IPOB president that is undergoing trial.
Okay.
Nnamdi Kanu. It is important. I think something tells me. I'm not a lawyer anyway, but something tells me that he's tired of the DSS detention center. He wants to go to prison. And when you are, and in doing that, it's also important to create impression that there is no record of whatever he said in defense. So he was accused, but he never said anything in defense. But anyway, he's going to be sentenced, so he goes there. Then the next thing is maybe you seek amnesty. Maybe if I had done this like 2 years ago, maybe it would have been on this, the release, the names that were released there.
Yeah, the pardon, presidential pardon, okay.
Yeah, because you go to say give him amnesty, so no, but we can't interrupt with the court process. Do you understand? That's what I think. I'm not a lawyer.
Okay, all right.
But I think he wants to go that way.
All right.
For those people who are saying that he did nothing, he did something. He formed Eastern Security Network. They killed people. So when we say killing of Christians, the Christians were killed in Southeast. These are human beings. You understand?
Thank you.
Akonye's husband was killed.
Thank you.
It should be a record too.
Thank you.
Sheriff.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Sherry.
Yes, please, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. This is Joy from Neighbor.
Welcome, Joy.
Please, Mr. Sherry, I want to comment on Nnamdi Kanu. The young man.
I needed to get close to your phone. You're sounding very distant and the quality is very
All right.
poor.
I said I'm commenting on the Nnamdi Kanu issue.
Okay. All right.
I see that the young man, he see that he's tired. And, seeing from one problem to another. That is why he feels that it's better for him to defend his case. But to me, it's not the best. You have find a lawyer to stand by his side.
Okay.
Because he cannot do that alone. That is my own opinion.
All right.
He cannot do it alone. He needs a lawyer that can defend him in this case. But I wish him what he wish himself.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you too for calling. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you.
Hello, Sharon.
Good afternoon.
Godman, yeah.
Welcome, Godman.
Okay, so China are coming in to the fry, into the feud. China, if you ask me, is not better. Americans have value for life. They have value for human life. China, look at how they treat their companies here, how they treat Nigerian citizens. Just look at how the cruelty that goes on, the stories we've heard of how they treat Nigerians who work with them in their companies here.
Okay.
So China should not even be in because you see, United States are even better people to deal with because they respect human life and they have regard for human life and they have regard for the less privileged.
Okay.
So I don't think we should be putting China into this. Thank you.
Okay. He doesn't want to talk about China. Yeah. But China is here to be talked about. How about that? It's 3:51. Let's take this call, then we go wrap it up with messages on social media. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sherry.
Yes, please.
Yes. This is Mr. Sass from Journalist Estate.
Okay.
Yeah, someone called and said that Kanu masterminded killing of Akonye. Who told him? There are mafias in the East that capitalize on Kanu agitation to form the killer bandits, Not if you check those who killed Akoyile, I was very close to the wife when he was a NAFDAC DG.
Okay.
It's because of what the wife did, make sure clearing fake drugs in a head bridge on Onitsha. Those are the people that went after the woman and the husband. People just come on the air and talk what they don't know. Thank you.
Thank you too. Right on time, by the way. Thank you for being prudent with your time. Appreciate it. Let's go take some messages. Let's start with Facebook. We have this comment here on Facebook from Benjamin Ogudu says, what does China want? They should just keep quiet, I beg. Azov Francis says, Mr. President should kindly use his veto power to release Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally for the sake of our democracy and rule of law. Keep up the good work. Charles Akpo says, so China is supporting terrorists now. Nigerian federal government should be grateful to the U.S. if its government officials are only sincere to themselves. Christians are being killed. That's Charles Akpo. And Walu Patrick says, so is China aware of the killings in Nigeria? Okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna quick. What time? Okay, I have less than 2 minutes to go. So let's go to YouTube. Let's take one or two from YouTube. Ken ID is wondering why somebody would call Nnamdi Kanu young man. Okay, and he found it quite amusing. Vinny says, Judge James Omotosho can do his worst. Kanu was discharged and acquitted. Why is he just begging to enter defense when you criminally renditioned him to Nigeria? That's Vinny on YouTube who dropped that comment there. What do I have? Less than a minute. Let's go to WhatsApp and take a few. I have this one here from Hamid Kuti from Oroshoki who says, what exactly is Akpabio turning himself to? An emperor or untouchable? What is he doing to the lady in question? What he is doing to the lady in question is becoming a threat. How is her husband even feeling about all the embarrassment that Akpabio is mounting on her? Okay. He's angry. James from Ikorodu says, China. Okay, so I have to stop there because what you have said after that word would not make me read the rest of your comments. Daniel from which one is Onobun? Onobume, is that your name? Okay, Onobume. But Daniel, I need to head out now. Let's take this quick break. I'll come back and take your message. Stay here, Lagos.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150.
Engaging games, inspiring stories, great music, and the
Accept to cooperate with Trump. Secondly, Nnamdi Kanu can't defend himself in court since it's a criminal case. He's taking a dangerous steps in the law court. That's Comrade Daniel Onobume who dropped that. Comrade, thank you for sharing. So I'm going to go to Twitter. Let me go take one or two comments on Twitter as we go. This person said, let me see. So, excuse me. This person said, Sheriff, stop this nonsense and go and listen to Natasha herself through her Facebook account. What did she say? I mean, I've heard it, I've played it, I've seen it. Because she mentioned Akpabio, does to you now, if police catch you now and say, oh yeah, come and defend this, you now say, Natasha said it. So that is your proof. Come on, show. Let's go to break. I'll be right back with the community report at top of the hour after the news. Stay here, please.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.